today. I woke up, obviously, and it was cold in the van. I could see my breath, and I started to think that I should have brought warmer clothes and better layers already. It's hard when you're packing and it's 100 degrees in Las Vegas, but you're planning on going across the coast where it's going to be colder. So, also, when I bought the van, I knew that the furnace wasn't working, and when I'm buying the van and it's 110 degrees in Vegas, I'm like, oh, the furnace is no big deal. If it's not working, that's fine. Who really needs a furnace? And then this morning, I'm like, I could really go for some heat right now. But I'm gonna try to work on the hot water heater. Hopefully, it's just like a quick little fix. It's not working. And first thing is first, I'm gonna try to fix the part that I pulled out last night when I was trying to fix it. Which sounds about right. I had texted the RV mechanic that I was working with in Vegas to see what he thought, and by the time he responded, I had already pulled out a piece that now I'm having a hard time getting back into place. So now my first step is fixing the thing that I pulled out because of my impatience, which sounds about right. So let's see, hopefully this is just a quick fix. I'm really excited to see my cousin later today and take a proper shower at her place because I still haven't filled up my tank with water yet because I'm still going to be driving in the mountains. So I just wanted to have the van be as lightweight as possible while I'm going up these inclines still. So here I go, trying to fix the hot water heater. Okay, I'm gonna take a video of what it's doing. It's not lighting, it's smoking. I'm gonna send it to the RV mechanic and see what he has to say. Alright, big surprise. I was not able to figure out the water heater and fix it immediately. But I did hear back from the mechanic in Vegas. I sent him a video of what was happening, and he told me what parts he think might be malfunctioning, that the propane doesn't seem like it's getting to the igniter. So I'm going to stop at a RV parts store on the way into town and pick up the parts hopefully and just try to fix it, and also pick up an adapter piece for the gray water line so that it's not a disaster the next time I try to do it. I decided to stop at the lake before driving from Breckenridge down to Denver. Spent some time connecting with the water and the sun, trying to find some grounding before a stressful day of driving ahead of me. We made it through the mountains. We're just about in Denver. I just randomly decided to drive up to the Red Rocks Park because I've never been here, and that was a stressful drive. Lots of steep grades up and then really steep grades down, and yeah, I could just Now that I'm stopped, I'm just trying to take a minute to relax, like consciously unclench my jaw, bring my shoulders down. As I was driving and I would notice myself like carrying my stress, I would take like long, slow, deep exhales, just kind of signaling to my body that I'm okay. Because it is stressful driving this big vehicle on the mountain passes. It's like Colorado is incredibly beautiful. I love the mountains, but I could really go for just like a flat road right now where I don't have to worry about overheating my engine on the way up or overheating my brakes on the way down. So honestly, I'm excited for Nebraska and Iowa next, and it'll be really good. But I just pulled off at Red Rocks, and there's just like a deer hanging out right here in the brush, whatever that is, and it's really beautiful. And so I'm just gonna sit here. I'm running ahead of schedule, so I'm just gonna kind of sit for a few minutes, maybe walk around a little bit, and just kind of like reground, relax. I feel really proud, honestly, of me and of Grace for getting through those mountains. That was honestly like the part of the road trip I was probably the most concerned about, was that mountain stretch between Utah and Denver. So just want to like shake off the stress. We made it. We did it. We made it this far. So trying to celebrate that win, and just being present with the fear that I was carrying through those mountains. Now I can let it go. Another exciting afternoon with Grace. The mechanic had equated some of this stuff to like whack-a-mole, like when I try to solve one problem and then other ones emerge, and that's kind of how today is going. But I'm so grateful that I'm in town when this thing is happening. Stopped at the Camping World to pick up stuff for the tubing and for, what else was I there for? The propane thing, which they don't have the right piece to fix the hot water heater. So they were like, okay, you're gonna need to buy a new hot water heater because, you know, yours is so old. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that. So I found the piece on Amazon, so I'll be ordering that, I guess, to New York, because I don't really know, it won't be up to my grandma's place in time. So it'll be a little while that I'll be without hot water. So that's good for the nervous system. And then I stopped in Home Depot to try to find some like reflective stuff for the inside of the windows, because I thought that was more of like a, not a need, but I think it is really a need for the insulation. But when I got out of my car, I heard the tire leaking, and it's like at the valve part that it's leaking. At a tire shop, and thankfully they're able to just replace the valve without replacing the whole tire. So exciting day. I'm so grateful that I'm here in town as opposed to up on the mountain when my tires started leaking. So I feel good about that. Here we go. Okay, we are back on the road. They were able to just fix the little valve, and the guy was like, okay, you're good to go. And I was like, all right, that's awesome. And he told me that my tires still look really good. They have a lot of tread on them, and that the brakes look really good. So I guess my carefulness on the mountain paid off, and I'm really happy about that. I'm glad that I did not have to get a new tire or anything, and that he was just like, okay, there you go. So I feel good. I'm really glad, again, that it happened when I was in town. And also today, I'm just feeling really good. I feel like even even with the stuff with the water heater or with the different things, it's like I have to remember that I actually like to solve problems. Like, I like to be challenged and try to figure things out and be creative. And so it's kind of, I mean, everything in life is all about perspective. So it's like, how can I shift my perspective from like, oh, this is another thing that's happening with the van, to like, okay, now I get to figure this out, and I like to figure things out, and I'll get to try to find this piece on the hot water heater and make that work. And then tomorrow I'm going to try to find pieces for the inside of the windows and try to fit those to work. So it's really good.